Hey guys, welcome to Goodsprings. This is the new little temporary shop that I will be working out of. It feels oddly good to be in a little shop like this. I remember when I first started, I was in a little tiny shop floor and I just grew and grew, and then pretty soon you got all this stuff, right? And then you just got all kinds of stuff, and I know because I just moved and it was a ton of things to move. So the simplicity of being in this little shop right now is really humbling me a little bit and bringing me back to where I started, and it's really kind of cool. I'm really actually loving the small square footage. I don't have to walk a long ways to go get a tool, which I don't have a lot of tools in here, and that's this part that is rough. All my tools, everything that I own, is in storage boxes right now until I build the big shop, which is going to go on the property. But right now, I'm enjoying this small little shop and having fun, and that's why I'm inviting you guys to come out to my welding school here in my little shop. I'm going to take 6 guys at a time. We're going to learn how to do some welding. We're going to do some TIG welding, some stick, and some MIG. We're going to do it right here. We're going to play around a little bit with some of these old tools. So let's go check them out. All right, let's move a few things out of the way here. My little Harley Davidson bicycle actually runs pretty damn good. It's scary enough to kill you. Anyway, this drill press actually was a pre-electricity, so I would say probably 1920s. It still works. They, over the years, converted it, put an electric motor on it. It's got a big old cast iron transmission in it. It looks like it's been broke and welded together 5 different times. So it'd be fun to fire this up and just let you guys see how the old drill presses used to work. And you know, we got this old welder right here. I'm not even sure. I'm gonna say that's probably 1920s. Maybe right around the beginning of welding like that right there. That thing is old. It looks like R2-D2, right? But anyway, we've got a couple lathes in here. I love this old machinery. This is pre-electricity, but it's been converted to power. It was belt driven right off of here, but we're gonna fire these up and use a lot of this machinery in here. There's another lathe right there, but we're also gonna, mess around with the new stuff. So I got my Everlast welders in here, and if you're doing any production in today's world, you need to have a welder that's gonna keep up. And so these are a good solid machine to learn to weld on and to have for any kind of industrial work that you wanna do, especially in your shop. I mean, that's what these are set up for, is to bring them in and work in your shop, and they'll cover every base that you want. I've been using them for a while and I love them. I think they're great. Actually, I used this one yesterday. I had to weld some square tubing for a gate down the street. So I'm getting everything set up in my shop. I got some 220 hooked up in here. I got my little air compressor so we can run a plasma cutter. We can run some of these in here, and we can really start to maybe just talk cars. My school is always really intense. I mean, we only have 2.5 days, so I really push everybody pretty hard to get through. Me taking less students on this next round might be kind of fun. I'm thinking, come out, let's do some torch welding with the torches. Let's feel the vibe of pre-war and what it feels like, what you'd have to do if you had to weld some sheet metal with a torch. I'm gonna throw some things out there real quick. But we've been talking about chopping a car. And then we've also been talking about the beginning stages of putting a car together, like the chassis, brakes, motor, transmission, rear end, and assembling a roller. If you're interested in that, let me know. I think this little shop would be kind of fun to do it in, because we could all just hang out and build a car together, basically. It's hard to do a whole car in a couple of days, but I feel like I can get prepared enough where I think we could put a roller together in a matter of, a couple of days, and maybe even hit the ignition and fire the car up. Maybe not the cab on it, but I do think we could get a rolling, maybe driving chassis. Anyway, those are just things I'm throwing out there. We are talking about some sheet metal work. I mean, getting really heavy into it, but I think that's when I get my new shop put up, which won't be for a while. Right now, I'm kind of sticking to more of the old school. We've got some anvils out here, so we can do a little bit of beating on some iron and maybe make a piece, make a door handle, make something that would fit your car or whatever you want to do. Anyway, we're going to do that here. I want to kind of keep that tradition alive. I just kind of want to step back in time and have some fun. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know, aside of the full-on welding school. Because I mean, I know there's some guys that want to show up, want to learn how to weld, and go home. And that's what the name of the game is I want to make sure you guys know what you're doing before you leave here. But a couple of different ideas out there. Let me know, give me your feedback if you're interested in, you know, maybe coming out and just working on some old cars, getting some Model A's running, driving them around a little bit, learning how the mechanics of a Model A works. It's always fun to learn. I'm always learning every day too, but I do have, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 Model A's that run. There's a couple that don't run that'd be kind of fun to make run if you want to come down and we could actually fix the things that we need to fix to make it run. So you can go home and apply that to your Model A project or whatever you guys want to do. That's another one. So let me know on that. I'd be interested to hear if anybody's interested in doing that. I am definitely interested in it because I love doing it. So if you guys want to come out and get down and work on some flathead V8s, maybe some 4 cylinders, maybe make a few things run, let's do it.